let's talk about sex. Now, how did that make you feel?
Excited.
Today, I'm going to tell you about how feelings can inspire people to act in our speeches. We're going to talk about three things. The first is we're going to talk about the definition of how we can inspire people to act. Secondly, we're going to talk about how we can do it in our persuasive speeches and the speeches that we give in our classes. And finally, we're going to talk about a personal example from our lives. So the first one is the definition of what it is. So feelings are important in any speech. You want to make sure to build that rapport with the audience. And if you can build that rapport, that your audience is more likely to go out and to live your commander's intent on a daily basis. So how do we do that in our speeches? In our speeches, if I were to walk in and say, you know, I had a really bad day, and the speech was about, you know, depression or something of that nature, and my commander's intent was to be there for the people that we should be more supportive of our community, then the audience would be more likely to go out and to live that commander's intent out on a daily basis. And finally, I want to tell you about a personal example that I have in my life. Yesterday, me and one of my roommates doesn't like to do the dishes a lot. So in order to convince him to clean up his dishes, I tried to convey some emotion into it and to portray some emotion and how it truly made me feel that he doesn't usually clean up after himself. And afterwards he apologized that he doesn't clean up after himself and said that he'll start to do it more often. So in recap today, we first talked about the definition of how to make someone act as a result of emotions and commander's intent. Secondly, we talked about how we can live that out in our speeches. And lastly, we gave a personal example of how we can live that out in our daily lives. So to end, I want to remind you that the bookstore does sell condoms for 99 cents. Thank you.